30 interesting facts about Napoleon. You probably didn't know Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't just a military leader, he was a master strategist, emperor, manipulator, genius, and one of the most feared men in history. He changed Europe forever, survived countless wars, escaped exile, and built a legacy that people still study more than 200 years later. But behind the famous paintings and battles are facts most people have never heard before. Fact 1. Napoleon wasn't originally French. He was born on the island of Corsica just 1 year after France took control of it. Fact 2. Napoleon wasn't actually that short. The short Napoleon myth came from differences between French and British measurements. Fact 3. He barely slept. Napoleon sometimes slept only 3 or 4 hours a night and expected the same from his generals. Fact 4. Napoleon may have been afraid of cats. Some historians believe he had ailurophobia, which is a fear of cats. Fact 5. Napoleon sold a huge part of America. He sold the Louisiana Territory to the United States, doubling the size of the country. Fact 6. He carefully created his public image. Napoleon controlled paintings, newspapers, and statues to look powerful and heroic. Photomony art. Fact 7. He survived multiple assassination attempts. One bomb exploded only seconds after his carriage passed by. Fact 8. Napoleon loved mathematics. He often used mathematical calculations while planning battles. Fact 9. His army was enormous. At one point, Napoleon commanded over 600,000 soldiers. Fact 10. Napoleon almost conquered Russia. He entered Moscow, but the city was nearly empty and burning. Fact 11. Winter destroyed his army. Thousands of French soldiers froze during the retreat from Russia. Fact 12. Napoleon escaped exile once. After being sent to Elba Island, he managed to return to France. Fact 13. He returned to power for 100 days. This period became known as Napoleon's 100 Days. Fact 14. His final defeat was at Waterloo. That battle ended Napoleon's empire forever. Fact 15. Napoleon became immortal in history. Even today, military academies study his tactics and leadership. Fact 16. Napoleon wrote a romantic novel. Before becoming emperor, he wrote a fictional love story called Clisson et Eugénie. Fact 17. He crowned himself emperor. During the coronation ceremony, Napoleon took the crown and placed it on his own head instead of letting the Pope do it. Fact 18. He used newspapers as a weapon. Napoleon controlled French media and censored information to influence public opinion. Fact 19. Napoleon had a photographic memory. He could remember maps, names, battle positions, and huge amounts of military information. Fact 20. He once escaped an angry crowd disguised as a servant. During political chaos, Napoleon reportedly wore simple clothes to avoid being recognized. Fact 21. His soldiers called him the Little Corporal. It wasn't an insult. It was a nickname showing respect because he stayed close to his troops. Fact 22. Napoleon loved fast movement in war. His armies moved quicker than most European armies, which shocked his enemies. Fact 23. He once fought against almost all of Europe at the same time. Britain, Russia, Austria, and Prussia all united against him. Fact 24. Napoleon changed laws that still exist today. The Napoleonic Code influenced legal systems around the world. Fact 25. He loved luxury and expensive fashion. Napoleon wore detailed uniforms, custom boots, and decorated coats to look powerful. Fact 26. Napoleon's horse became famous too. His white horse Marengo became one of the most recognizable horses in history. Fact 27. He once considered invading Britain. Napoleon prepared huge military plans but never successfully crossed the English Channel. Fact 28. He hated wasting time. Napoleon became angry when meetings or plans moved slowly. Fact 29. Napoleon's final exile was on St. Helena. It was a remote island in the Atlantic Ocean where he spent the rest of his life. Fact 30. Some people believe Napoleon was poisoned. There are theories that arsenic poisoning may have contributed to his death. Napoleon lost his empire, but he became immortal in history. More than 200 years later, people still study his battles, debate his decisions, and consider him one of the greatest military minds the world has ever seen.